What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be speaking about right now is a top 10 budget beast in Madden 22. Another thing I want to say is, even though I'm speaking about the top 10 players that I'm going to recommend when it comes to budget beasts, I will be speaking about an additional 4 players just in case you guys want to know other options that are out there and available to you guys, and you may want a cheaper option. So I will be speaking about those 4 players at the end of the 10 players that I will be speaking about. But before I get into that, I do want to answer one question a lot of people have been having, and EA answered it this morning. I'm not answering it, I'm just basically reiterating what EA said based on the questions that a lot of us had. So the Wes Welker, Randy Moss, Ronnie Harrison, the GameStop Walmart pre-order players, the question was, will they all have their team chemistries available? And they answered, yes, they will all have the team chemistries available if they played a regular season game on the team. So just so you guys know that any of those pre-order players that you guys are getting, they will have the team chemistry, which is a big win, because in previous Maddens, they didn't have they had whatever team chemistry they came with, and you won't be able to change it until they got a power up or until their actual upgrade came about or whatever the case may be. So that is a big win. Just so you guys want to know, once again, they will get every team chemistry that they actually play for. Once again, that's a big win. So now let's get to the budget beast and speak about the first budget beast that I want to talk about. The first one I want to speak about is Devin White. He comes in at an 83 overall, and he is a middle linebacker. But one attribute I want to speak about him, well, actually 2, but one big one is his speed. He got 85 speed, which is actually decent for 83 overall, and he got 80 hit power. So that's another thing I want to speak about. His hit power. Acceleration is good too, because he got 85 acceleration, will make him go up to that speed much more faster. But a big thing about him is he got high speed. He'll be a good budget beast day 1 of Madden 22, and actually he'll be a good budget beast for a minute, right? Because there's not many linebackers that come out right away with such high speed. And at an 83 overall, you can't beat that. I know he's an elite, but he's only 83 overall, so he wouldn't be going for that much. And a big reason why I'm picking elites right now, even though they're a little bit lower overall, they're not like really high, is because I know I could go find gold cards and show you guys, which I'm going to show you a few at the end. But the thing is that even when it comes to budget beasts, of course you don't want them too high because it won't be a budget beast, but you also want them still within the elite faction in the beginning, because they'll play a lot better as an elite. I don't know why, it just usually goes the way it does. So that's why I'm recommending elites. But once again, they're still not going to be that much, and they're going to be decent cards in the beginning, and you're not going to waste your coins on it, even if you spend just a little bit higher than a gold, because they will be getting upgrades throughout the season. So the second card I want to speak about will be 84 overall Saquon Barkley. And just so you guys know, he will be getting the MVP edition of the card. So if you can't get the MVP edition of the card at launch, his 84 overall is a very good card. He comes in at 86 speed, 85 acceleration, 87 agility. He got 85 change of direction, right? So, and he's only at 84 overall, which is a core elite. His card, I'm assuming, may just go a tiny bit higher than the regular core elite as an 84 overall, based on the fact he's going to get an MVP edition, so his card might go up a little bit more. But the thing is, he's still going to be a good budget beast, not only for your solos, but online gameplay. And if you power him up, and maybe not all the way up to be able to add the MVP edition, it's going to be a solid card. So he's another card that I want to mention when it comes to the top 10 beasts. The third top card I want to speak about is DK Metcalf. Look at him. He's an 83 overall only, right? With 87 speed, 87 jumping, and he got 82 catching traffic. Spectacular is 84. So in the beginning of the game, to have this card as an 83 overall hit, it's not even going to go for that much coins. But not only will you get someone who's a fast receiver, you're going to get someone who's an elite, and it's actually going to be making a lot of the plays for you, especially at the onset of Madden. So he's another player that I'm speaking about when it comes to budget beasts. The fourth player I want to speak about will be Calvin Ridley, coming in at an 82 overall elite, 86 speed. He got 76 spectacular, 78 jumping, 78 catching. I know the catching and all that, I know it seems like a lot lower, especially coming from just Madden 21 where our cards were juice. So, we have to basically reprocess all this information because this is all new again. You know, everything's resetting and starting over. But the thing is, he will be a good card based on the fact that he's an elite, a low elite, and he got good speed. So he's another card that I'm recommending to you guys when it comes to the top 10 budget beasts. The fifth card I want to speak about, which they actually released today, or not released, but they actually spoke about today, and during Twitch and EA Madden. I know this card looking kind of blurry. Couldn't get to really screenshot that good, but anyways, the thing is that what I like about him is he's a tight end, right? There's not really that much fast tight ends. I know Kyle Pitts is going to be the fastest tight end that I know of so far. However, I wouldn't consider him a budget beast, Kyle Pitts, because he's an 86 overall. He's a higher elite, and he's also a rookie premier, which is not going to be easy to get if you guys didn't actually get him already. But if you were to buy him for the auction block, he will be going for probably quite a lot more than this 84 overall. But as a tight end, he comes in at 84 speed, which is actually very good at the onset of Madden. 82 catching traffic, 73 catching, 83 spectacular, right? So to me, this will be a good budget beast tight end on your squad that you're actually going to need at that position. The sixth player I want to speak about is Lamar Jackson. Okay, when it comes to his accuracy and all that, I don't want you guys to look at his card for the accuracy. I know some of you guys are going to be running around with him and using him and throwing the ball with him and everything else. You know, if you guys do, I know a lot of people do because they did it last year, and his accuracy is not really all that. And when it's this bad in the beginning, like at a 75 as an high elite, he's going to be missing throws here and there. And even if it's one or two, it's going to frustrate you based on the fact that you're going to think that because he's running so fast that you're going to think that his accuracy should be even that good. But the thing is, the only reason I picked this card is not really as a quarterback, you know, to get the ball to the receivers, but more as someone who can run fast. So I'm looking at him as a secondary to your first budget beast, which I'm going to show you in a second. That's what I'm picking him as when it comes to budget beast, is more as if you need to run a wildcat, if you need to just run with your QB, have him as your second, have him as your backup in order to utilize him. If you do have to pass it here and there with them. But I know some of you guys are just going to have him at day one. You're going to use them the whole time. Hey, if you guys do that, then that's what it's going to be. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is use him as a budget beast, as your backup, because he will be a good runner for your squad. The seventh budget beast I want to speak about will be Anthony Barr. And excuse me. And even though, I mean, his speed is decent, right? But when you looked at the other linebackers, I'm showing you at 85, and another one I'm showing you right now, 86 speed. You may not think his speed is that fast, but on the onset of the game, this is actually pretty good speed. 83 speed is very good. Some linebackers have like 79 speed, 75 speed. A lot of them do. So this is actually pretty good speed. What I like about Anthony Barr, he's very tall. He's very tall. His catching stats are usually pretty good, even though I'm not showing it right here. So what makes him a good user out there on the field when it comes, you know, picking off the ball and so forth. But also at that position, you're going to need him not only as a linebacker, but, you know, as a user. You could use Devin White too, and this other player I'm about to show you right now, as a user. But depending on how the game's going and what defense you're running, sometimes you may not get fast enough to get them. So you want to be able to have options out there when it comes to linebacker, and Anthony Barr is one of them, which is a very decent card. The ninth player I want to speak about, I think we're at the ninth player already, right? I'm forgetting this count, but I think this is the ninth. So is 84 overall, Chase Claypool. To me, he's going to be one of the best receivers in the game, just in general, like he was last year. He's coming in at an 84 overall. He's going to be you can either get him for free, or even if you get your first team builder for free, you could buy him. He's not going to be going for that much coins. But at this overall already, and at this speed, he's going to be a goon out there. He's going to be making majority of his catches, and you're going to be very satisfied with him. He's 88 jumping, 84 catching, 83 catching traffic, 84 spectacular. Again, he got 82 deep route run. So he's one of the cards most likely that I'm going to be picking up, because there's quite a bit of options out there. But like I said, I'm going to be building a goon squad. But certain budget beasts I will be adding to my squad day one. But once again, I'm talking about budget beasts right now. So he'll be a good budget beast for, I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are probably going to be picking him up, even if they do got goon squad, because he's so tall. So he's going to be, and they say that being tall is a factor in the game now, that they're going to be actually being able to push themselves around and be able to make plays because of their height. So he's definitely going to not only be a good budget beast, but a good player in general based on his height and his speed alone. So the 10th player I want to speak about. Okay, so I think I did more than. Okay, so this should be the 9th, right? Because the last one's going to be actually a QB that I know of. So, excuse me again. So, yeah, so I'm thinking I'm on the 9th already. Whatever the case may be, here's another budget beast, which is Jaylen Smith. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already seen this card. Middle linebacker. Some of you guys are actually saying he's going to be an outside linebacker, so he might be a left outside linebacker or right outside linebacker, which will even be better for us. But even if he's not, most likely he'll get a power up with Kim's to be able to change his position, so that'll be good also, because he's usually a higher overall at the outside linebacker position. But whatever the case may be, he's going to be a good middle linebacker, a good linebacker in general with 86 speed, 87 acceleration. He's going to be out there as a budget beast, as someone as a pass rusher. I know his block shedding and all that, but you could be able to use him and rush with him yourself and get to that QB real fast and be able to create sacks and fumbles and so forth. Okay, so that was the 9th one. Okay, now I know that because this is the last card I will be speaking about. When it comes to the top 10, I got 4 other cards I'm gonna speak about right now. But Justin Herbert, 84 overall card, just in general, right? There's gonna be other cards if you don't get the Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. This card is gonna be one of the best cards in the game at the onset of Madden, and he's a budget beast because he got 78 speed, which is good. He's already a little fast. But he will make some even better. He got 89 throw power. Not too many QBs have 89 throw power. I think the other one is Josh Allen, which is an 83 overall. If you guys want to know, he's another budget beast. But I picked this guy right here because he has a lot better stats, and he's an 84 overall, which still makes him a budget beast, right? But what makes Justin Herbert good, his speed, and most certainly his throw power, which is 89 throw power. He'll be able to launch it all the way across the field to get it to that I can't even. Was it Claypool? I was gonna say Typo right now. Don't ask me why. I had to go back and see. So he'll be able to get it to him all the way down the field. You're gonna be able to make plays happen. He may overthrow it at times because I know his deep accuracy and all that, but you're gonna be satisfied with him. He's gonna get the ball down the field successfully, more so than not. So he's gonna be the last budget beast I'm gonna be speaking about when it comes to the top 10 budget beasts. Justin Herbert. So them are the top 10 cards. I'm pretty sure there's a few more out there, but these are the ones that I'm gonna recommend. And I know that they'll actually be not only good budget beasts, but just good cards in general because they're still elites, you know. So they're gonna be able to make a lot of the plays more so than the actual go card will. So if you want to know better option, here's the other better options. You got Hakeem Heinz, which is a halfback. He comes in at 85 speed, 85 acceleration, right? So he's going to be a good budget beast day one when it comes to solos and so forth. He'll be even good online, but because of his carrying and all that, I wouldn't really, use him as much because, he's going to get smacked and fumbling it. But he is a good budget beast if you can't afford a lot of those other players in the beginning and you want someone just for maybe like 3K coins, 5K coins, whatever the case may be. He's going to be a good budget beast for you as a halfback. Another one as a wide receiver is Marquise Brown. Every year since he's been dropping, he's been having a good budget card. He comes in at 88 speed, 77 jumping. So, and also he usually makes a lot of plays, right? But he is a high gold, but if he was elite, it would be even better. Higher chance of catching the ball, higher chance of getting out there and making plays happen. But once again, for the beginning of Madden, especially during solos, he will be a good budget beast. Another one would be the rookie, Jaylen Rattle. So he comes in at 88 speed, right? 76 overall, which is actually pretty decent, 82 jumping. So once again, if you guys need another good budget beast, you'll be going for a little bit of coins. You want to get a lot of your solo done, even a few online games done. This will be a good budget beast day one of Madden 22. The last card I want to speak about is Tony Pollard. Yes, he is a halfback. He got 85 speed. He's going to be on my team because I'm a Cowboy fan, so he's going to be on my Dallas Cowboy theme team. He might even be as I got the third when it comes to my halfback. Maybe not. We'll see. But regardless of the fact, he got 85 speed, 86 acceleration, 77 agility, 76 change of direction, right? So this is going to be another good budget beast. And I actually used him online last year, and he actually got a lot of plays done. I was scared a little bit because I know if he got smacked too much, he was going to fumble the ball. But he actually was a good solid card. So anyways, then were the 4 gold cards I want to speak about when it comes to you guys having options of budget beasts. But if I had to choose for you, I'd rather go with the top 10 that I showed you guys, because when they're elites, they play a lot better. Even if they're not real high elites, they still play a lot better, and you'll get a lot more for your coins. So if you're able to afford all those other cards, or even a few of them, go ahead and get those. But if you need more, lesser coin budget beasts when it comes to players, I will get these Go cards. And there's a few other Go cards out there too, but these are the ones that I want to show you guys real quick. But anyways, there it is there. Top 10 budget beasts in Madden 22. If you guys like seeing what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel. If you guys like what you're seeing, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you guys all have a nice day. I'm out.